Kenny Omega is officially done with New Japan Pro Wrestling at the end of this month. Is he going to WWE? Is he going to All Elite Wrestling? Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, back again with another episode of The Slam. Thank you guys for joining us, your daily source for pro wrestling, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central. We are here talking about pro wrestling. Now, we do have a lot coming out about All Elite Wrestling, and I want to go ahead and hit a few major points here and even talk about Kenny Omega leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. So it is noted that Kenny Omega's New Japan Pro Wrestling contract is coming up at the end of this month. And there's been speculation. Is he going to go to the WWE? Is he going to go to All Elite Wrestling? Is he going to go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling? We don't really know what the future for Kenny Omega goes. But there was an article that came out on SportsIllustrated.com that said a little bit like this. Kenny Omega, regarded by some of the best professional wrestler in the world, will be leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. He told Tokyo Sports. Now, Tokyo Sports, they're kind of known. They kind of leaked some stuff before in the past, but they could be working an angle here. Who knows? So he's been with New Japan since 2010. He's on contract till the end of the month, but nobody knows what he's going to do. He could go to WWE or he could go to All Elite Wrestling. As we know, All Elite Wrestling is that Jacksonville Jaguars owner, the Khan family, and the Elite. We know them. We also know that we do have Kazarian, Daniels, and Scorpio going to be in there. So that's going to be cool. And he did come out and he said at this presser that if I do go to the WWE, the fans will be pleased. And the fans will be pleased if I do go to AEW. So he doesn't really know. But he does say that he wants to be in the place where Kenny is happy. So he's going to think about the right decision here, what he wants to do. It was said back in the past that he always heard this speculation that WWE was always the be-all, end-all. But now it's changed. You can have your best years without the WWE. I used to hear all the time when I was coming up in DDT, people would say, you got to walk down the ramp of Monday Night Raw. If you don't, who are you? I'm hearing a lot of that. People are starting to realize that there's alternatives outside of the WWE that can be just not good, but better. So that's huge. Kenny Omega just leaving it open, and that's probably one of the biggest things in all of professional wrestling because there's a lot of mystery going on with Kenny Omega and what he's going to do. It's very weird. I know that like we have Tanahashi and we have Okada in New Japan, but Kenny Omega really came into his own through New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he came from the junior heavyweight division all the way up to the heavyweight division, made that huge statement, Bullet Club, all that went down, and now Kenny Omega has to make that decision what's best for him. Honestly, if it was up to me, half a dozen in one, 6 in the other. I think he can make a decision that's going to be right for him, whatever's going to make him happy. With All Elite Wrestling, he can make a lot of money with his friends and have a good time, but there is always that chance of WWE, is this the right time? I think if he can make it happen and somehow get in that Royal Rumble, that would be the right time for him. So, we also want to talk about All Elite Wrestling as it regards to New Japan Pro Wrestling, because there was a decision wondering if they were going to work with All Elite Wrestling, but Dave Meltzer came out of PW Insider, and he said New Japan has made the decision that they're going to work with Ring of Honor right now. At least for now, they're not going to work with All Elite Wrestling. It is possible that New Japan and All Elite could work somewhere down the line. Maybe a deal could be in place, but we haven't heard a deal either way. Also, it was noted, Ed Norlam, Impact Wrestling, was asked if you know what, was there going to be a deal here with Impact and All Elite Wrestling? And they said they did some stuff with AAA and they've worked with other indie promotions, and they want to make sure that whatever they work with, it's mutually beneficial for both parties. And he did say if working with All Elite Wrestling would be beneficial for both parties, they would be open to that. Now, that's pretty awesome. I think the current state of Impact Wrestling is really great. It's really high. The fact that they're going to be on Twitch, I reported that yesterday. It's really awesome. The fact that that actually went down and then now they could possibly work with that. I mean, that's just leaving the door open for great things. I think the wrestling business is probably the healthiest it's ever been with the NWA revival, with All Elite Wrestling, with Impact Wrestling. You got Ring of Honor, New Japan, WWE. I mean, you got so much good stuff. AAA in Mexico. There's like British wrestling scene is on fire. So there's just so much great stuff going on in pro wrestling. So I think it's at a time where things are going to be awesome. And it's just going to get better and better and better. So we have to wait and see, because tonight, I guess it will be by the time this video goes up, tonight, January 8th at 5 p.m. Eastern, they're having a meet and greet. That means SCU and the Elite are all going to be there. They're all going to be there at the TIAA Bank Field. And they're going to talk about what's going to happen for Double or Nothing. And maybe they're going to announce some of the roster for All Elite Wrestling. We don't really know. But we will update you when that press conference goes off air, and we will let you know what the final outcome of all that is. Hopefully we get some really sweet information on maybe the roster, what's going to happen going forward, something like that. I don't know. But that's what we got for you today. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section below. Would you like Kenny Omega to go to WWE, or do you think he should go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling? Or maybe, just maybe, he will go to All Elite Wrestling. I think if I was Kenny Omega, I would be in the perfect position right now to make the most money I possibly could and make the most healthy decision, the best decision for his life, to make him happy and make a lot of money. He's in that perfect place right now. He put in the work. He put on those 6-star matches, and now he's ready to make that life-changing move right here and decide what he wants to do. Kenny Omega could very well be that guy who made it to the top and never had a full run in the WWE. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave you today. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you smash the like button. As always, this was The Slam, and we'll see you in another video.